Thanks for having a look at this. Most of it's not new, but there is 1 or 2 points that may be worth you having a look at. The problem addressed, of course, and the aim and the approach as before, as is the introduction of what visual meta is. Then we zoom in and clarify the example from Hypertext 21. We say it looks like BibTeX. This thing is actual BibTeX, and it's a wrapper-based system. So you end and start with these tags, and within that, in the header and self-citation, you can see these are wrappers inside visual meta. I'll go through the header and the self-citation, which is what people need to cite this document, of course. And then introduce how important it is to have the introductory text on top so that humans in the future can figure out what this is. So hypertext uses the core mandatory bit. There is quite a lot of optional extra visual meta, which is important. I'll then go through each one of these with a little highlight of what they are. And then I will explain we also have extensions. We have, oh yeah, this animation is a bit weird now. It's difficult to get this section working right, but the point is I want to show that outside the core visual meta we can have content hashes maybe, and then afterwards, and these are all on separate pages, errata, history of who has had access to the document, and augmented view. That is my way of snaking in a little bit of VR, AR, because for instance, if the glossary was opened up or the map or headings was opened up in a specific augmented view layout in 3D, for example, it could here store on a separate page what those coordinates are, so they could then open up in the same thing in the future. Current implementations, of course, the citing through copy, show the example we've used many times, copy from reader, paste in author. But then on the next slide, I show what extra stuff is then actually included. I don't just say it. I say there's a quote field, addressing with page number, and then an ID. And that's it really from what's new. We have this other great stuff. Not sure where to put the author reader. And then under benefits, still have to do some layout here. We have the main things on top. But then the two middle ones, extensible data, that's custom fields. But extensible media, that's where I'm talking about. This could work in any document, including .doc, and it is actually implemented in the web in WordPress now, and we're going to extend it to maybe have more data points for VR, AR. So it's a small point, but it's part of the future. And that's it. Thanks for having a look.